Hi!
Hello, ladies, gents, and murderous men of war. We are going to take a look at the MORDHAU, a medieval combat game in the same vein of Chivalry, War of the Roses, maybe even For Honor, you can compare it, but although For Honor is a little bit more arcadey, you're just going to go in there, multiplayer mode, bash some heads, decapitate people, cleave them in half. I have not cleaved anybody in half yet, but it's been close. Dismemberments have happened. Let's try to jump straight into a game, enable that matchmaking. Let's search for a game. There has a whole bunch of modes. There's even a Battle Royale mode, which does not work in my experience at all because there's just no servers. But it does seem like I'm joining a server right now of Battle Royale. This has not happened yet because it has been very recently released. So, is there even any other players? Yeah, there's a bunch of players here. I am playing from Alaska, so my ping is going to be between 80 and 100. That is a good ping for me. It's still playable. I have been horribly addicted to this game for the past 2 days. I'll come home from work, play for an hour, and it turns out it's 11, and I need to go to bed, but I keep playing anyway, and then it's 1 o'clock, and I become a zombie. Anyway, there is a Battle Royale mode, is what we're going to witness right now. I have not played the Battle Royale mode at all. I expected to wait for a server for the entirety of this explanation, but I can simply run around this map while we wait for players. It seems like people are joining at a somewhat steady pace. Not really, it's taking forever. There's a bunch of modes, and the modes that I have enjoyed are the deathmatch and more classic type of chivalry modes, as in fight for a battlefield or team deathmatch, skirmish where two teams go at each other and there's a whole bunch of rounds and such and so forth. It is an extremely visceral combat, as to use a wonderful buzzword. Here we have a person who's going to get punched. I totally blocked his punch, but now I'm just going to punch him straight in the face. How about I just bash your skull open, huh? How about that? How about that? Let me just punch you straight in the face. Oh. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible. If you see the reticle in the middle, that's where I'm attacking from. You just need to orient yourself and then just bash somebody in the skull and maybe loot them if this was actual mode, but we're just waiting for players right now. Anyway, I was hoping that there will be a whole bunch of time to explain, but now we're just waiting for players. I can just hit escape. There's a whole bunch of customization options. This game, as far as I know, I've not gone looking for it, but as far as I know, you just pay the admission price and you simply, the monetization is all in-game currency. When you are in this mode, yeah, you have to go like that and you just get gold. The gold happens after every round. I'm sure you have, if you have any experience with multiplayer progression, it is like that. You finish a match. This is taking forever for everybody to show up. So maybe go back and click fight and maybe just grab a front line. A matchmaking. The matchmaking system has not worked for me in the slightest. Let's just go to the server browser. That's how I've been playing this game so far. Because it's so close to release, the developers were terribly overwhelmed by the incredible demand. There's so many people started playing this game that they were like, oh, our servers cannot handle this. And it's been a pretty disastrous launch. But when you do manage to get a server and you do get a good ping and all that good stuff, it's freaking glorious. I have about 10 hours, which is not much when you talk about a multiplayer game. Now this is a more close experience to what you can possibly expect. Here comes a person punching me. It's all right. It's all right. I'm leaving this place for better pastures. See if we can find a decent server for me to join. This seems like it can very much work. Yeah, let's join that. Yeah. Especially, team deathmatch. It's a good time. It's just go in there and bash some skulls. You have a whole bunch of presets, then you can customize your own. You can make as many mercenaries as you want. Maybe, I don't know if there's a limit, but you can customize a whole bunch of loadouts. Here's Grumbles, is my chosen dude. You can edit in armor. There's so many options for weapons and stuff. It's really, really cool. I don't know how this compares to other medieval warfare games, but there's a lot of variety, movesets, and different stats for weapons. You can carry all kinds of different loadouts. These are secondary weapons. Then you have the tertiary, like you can have fire bombs, and there's a lot of variety. Your builds are going to be very, very varied. Let's go in there with Grumble's spawn and see if we can murder somebody. Right now, I'm using this bill hook that is kind of like a middle of the road type of pike. You just go in there and try to stab them to death. That is pretty much the trend with every combat. There is friendly fire. If people, well, I guess friendly swinging. If people are swinging their swords right next to you, like I just did. Ow. I have been murdered. And this is something that you will see a lot playing this game, especially if you're starting like myself. You're going to be murdered a lot. You're going to be extremely incompetent at actually landing hits. But I've been doing way, way better than I used to do, which was get 0 kills and get killed 10 times. Am I blue or am I red? I'm red, so we're trying to murder these people. Here comes our friend over here. And this is a game that I consistently, my goodness, this stabby guy is going to utterly murder. It's just a noob tactic that I have also used myself is to just rush in and spam stabs. And it's very hard to manage. We can just all maybe team up on a guy and just cut him open. There you go. Good stuff. Oh man, here's an unwitting guy that doesn't know that I'm attacking him, so let's murder him. Ah! How dare you? How dare you, friendly fire? Ah! Oh, that's right. This guy, I thought he was red, but he's actually covered in blood. Get wrecked. It seems that you have a bad case of sword to face, my friend. Another friend over here, but this guy is also angling to get a kill. My health total is not the greatest. Let's see if we can... No! Just get you from any angle. Anyway, this is the extent of the gameplay in this mode, and I absolutely love it. A wooden shovel? This seems like something I could use. Let's go in there with my wooden shovel and just pap people in the head. There you go, 20 damage with my shovel. Yeah, I'm being surrounded. Good kick. I totally just kicked you. At least I feel good about kicking you in the gonads before you totally destroy me. Anyway, that is the extent of the deathmatch mode, and it doesn't look like much, especially when I am losing so hard. Let me maybe set this guy on fire. And, oh, hello. Hello, sir. Can I stab you? Yeah. Excuse me. I had all kinds of dibs on that guy. There's no honor in this game. I guess you could maybe be honorable. Ah. Just come back. Ah! No. A dupe Hippler has stabbed me in a fatal manner. So yeah, this is how much I've been playing and how terrible. Why are you being so aggressive with that poor bastard? Oh yeah. We missed that. How do you manage? Ah, he keeps fainting. Oh yeah. Ah, somebody came from behind me and destroyed me. Pretty bad showing so far. Pretty bad showing. There's been matches where I do end up at the top, which feels damn good. Oh, we have been defeated. But I feel good about that last exchange, in which I did not get murdered. There goes my head, just tumbling through the floor. So this is MORDHAU. You go in there, you try to murder people. This is not very representative though, because this mode is you go in there and you try to... I really like Frontline. That is my favorite mode. It is battling for a battlefield. So it would be nice if we can go for that one. I know people really want that team deathmatch. Nobody wants to play Frontline. It's surprisingly unpopular, that Frontline mode. People don't usually vote for it. They'll go for the team deathmatch instead. Oh, that's fine. I don't really have any... I don't have any loyalty. Let's change weapons instead of my bill hook that I'm terrible at. Let's see. We're going to remove a couple perks. I don't really need these perks. I just pick them because I have leftover points. Instead of that, let's use an Executioner's Sword or a Great Sword on a mole. Let's go for the Executioner's Sword. It's super high damage, very low speed. But when you get that hit in there. we're going to have a great time. Am I blue? I'm blue. So let's not murder these good fellows, these battle brothers. And let's maybe jump into the front line, do a jump attack. That is one way to approach it. No, idiot. You can cancel the swing. You shouldn't try to just, like, aim away. That is a poor way of controlling your attacks. Oh man, he fainted totally. Oh, what? Did he just disarm me? Did this fool just disarm me? I didn't even know that was a possible thing. Or I don't know why my weapon just stopped being in my hands, but I am cool with it. I'm cool with what just happened. Let's maybe... Oh boy. I'm surrounded. Whoa, that worked out. That worked out pretty well. Hello, sir. Oh man, that was way too eager. There's also... Let's see. V? 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 No, V is yelling. I changed the key binding and then I forgot about the key binding. There you go. You can also put it in third person. I don't really like this. This is like clearly better, but I don't like it. I would much rather be in first person all the time. Here comes Grumbles to ruin your day, whatever you might be. That guy got completely destroyed. These three people though. Let's see if we can intervene. Well, I was hoping to just cut his leg off. Yeah! Oh yeah! You thought you were going somewhere? You went to your grave! Stupid. Use the cleaver. Oh, hello. You are trying to murder. You're trying to murder me! Ah! Well, that was a poor move on your part, but you still can. You see, I don't like the third person. It doesn't feel as good. So let me just go back. Z? I thought it was Z. X. C? There you go. That's where I put it. It's by default is P, and that is so much further from my sensibilities than. Oh, hello. A little too eager, maybe, but maybe this guy will take a taste. This is a game that consistently makes me sway. Makes me sway in my seat because I really want to reach and decapitate these people. Okay, we can chase down this guy. I play with like 0 honor. Well, actually not so much. If there's people involved in a duel, get wrecked. If there's people involved in a duel, I will try to respect the duel, or actually I will yell. I will battle cry behind them so they know I'm coming, and then I'll just jump in there anyway. But most of the time, I just want to stab people in the back. No honor, no mercy. You just go in there and destroy the enemy because they're wearing red. And because they're wearing red, they're my enemy. They deserve to be destroyed. They deserve to be put down like dogs. Right, rabid dogs, they need to be destroyed. There's not much to do. Burn right here. That's one way to end that fight. Oh man, it seems like you have lost your leg. You lost your footing over there, friend. Nice bastard sword. I think I'll take it. See if we can do murder upon this person. Ooh. Ah, too eager. I am always too eager to try to feint. Doing okay. As long as my kill to death ratio stays at 1, I'm going to be satisfied with my performance. Oh man, this is a group of people. How about you guys burning hell? One less to worry about, eh? Ah, I'm on fire! I'm on fire. Okay. Trying to get a feint off. Oop. Oh, too fast. You can feint like you can attack do a type of attack and then switch to a different attack. It's always super hard to block. You can try to attack and cancel. Damn it, I moved it to 5, didn't I? Oh, I forgot where I put it, the cancel. I rebounded and then I forget about my rebound keys. Pretty damn stupid. Hello. No, you're an ally. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? Fighting on this bridge. Whoa, okay. The Executioner's Sword doesn't have a lot of thrust damage, it has no point, but it sure does a lot of cutting damage. That was a terrible duel, and I feel terribly ashamed. Like, my performance right now, it is extremely shameful. This is not pro gameplay. Sometimes, man, I am in awe at what people do against me. It's like, holy crap, you probably have like 600 hours in this game. It's amazing, the stuff they pull off. They stab you from one side and the other, and then they pull off an incredible... Get wrecked! And they pull off a jump attack. Just destroy your spleen. Attack! There's a feint right there. So you attack and then you cancel. Ah! Here's a fella. See if we can obliterate him. Oh, too eager again. I think that was totally a feint. He tried to stab and then he switched to a swing. Pretty damn badass. One of the modes that I really like, the front lines. You get a chance to, a different map, you get a chance to get people all bunched up, and it's freaking hilarious. Oh, I was hoping to. This is bad. Hey, burn! Ah, at least we threw the fire. Hey, there's all the damage right there. At the very least, we do some nice damage over time. That felt pretty good. My favorite thing is to burn my enemies. It's because it requires no skill. All you need to do is throw that firebomb. Oh, suddenly my enemy's on fire. That was not very good. But some other maps, they really bunch up in a tower kind of a structure. Bunch up in a tower structure, and you can just watch them get incinerated, and it's glorious. I'm getting super trounced though. As long as I'm in the middle of the list, like if I'm not dead last, I'm going to be okay, you know. But improvement in this game is very, very noticeable. Like, oh boy, another executioner sword, huh? Oh, that totally destroyed me. It wasn't killing one hit. Pretty sure it wasn't. What was I saying? Improvement. If I'm this bad now, can you imagine how bad I was? Hoping for that to be an awesome swing. Oh yeah, that was 100 damage. That was a one-hit kill. Let's do this. I'm always satisfied with the results of the swing from the bottom. Oh yeah, I thought he's really dead, but he's almost dead. Probably will get an assist later on, and you can spend hours just doing this. It's so glorious. Hey, we actually, our team won. Not thanks to my contribution. Our friend Narmer Flamingo Feet was way better. So already, it seems, it might be coincidental, but it seems like already there has been a lot of improvements with servers and connectivity and stuff, because yesterday I spent maybe 30 minutes trying to get into a game, and every game that I got into, see if somebody goes for Frontline. I really like that mode. Every time I went into a game, the ping was absolutely atrocious. Like the server itself, it was not me playing from Alaska. It was the server itself that was just awful. And I just could not get a good game going. And it was just very dissatisfying. Let's be blue again. Let's pick out a different loadout. This is like the default type of dude. Protector, you get the massive shields and all that good stuff. You always have the range fags. They're always annoying with their bows and their crossbows. If you are going into a battlefield with a bow, just don't at me. Just completely leave my presence, because you are no man. You're no man of war. You are some kind of effeminate piece of garbage that deserves nothing but to be run down by a giant sword. This guy's good. Of course. Hey, I've seen Critter before. He has been murdering me for quite some time. I love him. Ow. Let's see. Also, the stab spam. There's the. That's it with the damn bow. There's the stab spam. Oh yeah, there's me stab spamming. Somehow I'm not dead yet. All I need is to get one hit. If you go in there just stab spamming, you will get results, but you'll also get spit on. It's pretty damn shameful when you go for it. You know, it's far more satisfying. You go in there, you try to get a big swing, get rid of somebody's footing. Man. Oh, this is a bad idea because I am going into the opposite team area, and they will destroy me. Feint! Oh, goodness. Somehow managed to attack and block that. That was beautiful. You're both teammates, you idiots. You're just covered in blood, just like myself. Oftentimes, you'll say yourself, like when you're pretty damaged, your teammates will attack you because you're covered in blood. That is one of the bad reasons to be blue. You don't really want to join the blue team because then people will confuse you for an enemy when you're covered in blood. Anyway, seems like you are having a great time. Let me just ruin it. Coming in with my Zweihander. Hey, catch this. That looked like friendly fire. Not even sad. Oh boy. Ah, somebody came from the other side. If I had been in third person, probably that would help. Anyway, by the time that you're seeing this right now, you already know whether this game is for you or not, don't you? Like, this looks like a badass game. Or some other people like, what are you doing? You're just going back and forth all the time. I don't even know what you're trying to accomplish here. It's just going forward into the battlefield. Comes this opportunist. No hate to opportunists. Man, he just bashed my skull in one hit. That was absolutely glorious. No shame to opportunists. I am one myself. I really don't care about somebody might be engaged in a fight. Here's a 3 versus 1. Let's make it a 4 versus 1. Seems reasonable. Off with you. Off with you off the fridge. Your teammates. The loot is the best weapon in the game. It costs a lot of money to purchase, but it's totally worth it. You should always buy the loot and try to play in the middle battle. It buffs all your brothers in arms. It's like the most useful tool of destruction. Damn it. Please don't attack me. I am one of your fellas. Hey, look, a little bit of help. Heal yourself up. No, don't do it. Well, that's too bad. We did cut his head off. Poor swing. Don't feel good about it. You can do it. Oh, at least we got to stab the corpse. This guy is very aggressive. Very aggressive. Wow, I'm doing absolutely terrible. That is so pathetic. I feel slightly ashamed of putting this content out there, but it is the experience of the noob. I'm not a Chivalry veteran. I did play... There was another game that was very similar before Chivalry. I forget what it was. Or maybe it was Chivalry War of the Roses. Those two were at the same time, and I played Chivalry. One of those two. Anyway, like I was saying, you have seen this, what is happening on screen, and you already know whether you like it or not. It is not something. It's just a multiplayer game. So the progression is like you're not going to get to the end of the game. All you're going to do is play until you get tired of getting cleaved in half. Let's grab. Maybe switch to the Raider. Am I switching? Yeah, I am switching. Alright, the Raider, on top of the battle axe, which is extremely deadly, also has throwing axes that I will constantly throw at my teammates because I am not very good at aiming. This guy's a little too enthusiastic here. Catch! Catch! Oops! The back of his skull now has an axe in it. I'm sure he appreciates it. He just didn't really like the thoughts that were running through his skull. Let's see if we can clean it in half. Good block, fellow. Oh yeah. No, you idiot! You almost received a terrible attack. Man, you're one hardy son of a bitch. That's because he is wearing a heavy armor. But of course, the trade-off is lack of mobility. Oh, more range attacks. Well, it's over. So there you go. There you have it. That's a game of. Let's see if we can get into a skirmish mode or a frontline mode, so we can show you another way of playing this game. There's also the battle royale mode, in which I have not enjoyed yet. Frontline, please, frontline. No, everybody lost the team deathmatch. Let's leave the server. See if we can get fight server browser. Maybe there is a different browser we can, not a different browser, but a different server we can join. Oh, the game's starting. Oh, Tourney. This is a great map for Burning Fools. Let's go with Grumbles. Oh no, I'm starting it. See, this is what happens. It's like, I had a thing in mind. I was looking for another server and anything, but there's a game starting. I need to go in there and try to kill people. I must do it.
Get those bastards!
Indeed, I agree with this sentiment. Let's see if we can get in there and bash some skulls. Anyway, in the front line, it's pretty much this, but you battle for objectives. You fight on the objective. You capture it by your presence. You know, the typical fare. Oh, am I getting disconnected? Seems like I'm getting disconnected. These people just decided to stop going with me. No, they just so happen there's nobody here. What's up with the Reds? Everybody's out here, huh? I have a burning desire to set you on fire. Well, that was underwhelming. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a bad situation to be in. Hurrah! Ow. Hoping that will be enough, but it's too good. It's too good. Until I chopped off his freaking head. I don't know if I chopped off his head, but I feel pretty good about that exchange. Until the other guy came around and just utterly destroyed me. These are pretty much the modes that I enjoy the most, because the constant respawn rate makes me feel better about my incompetence. Oops. my teammates are now on fire. I'm sure they appreciate it. It's okay though. We have killed the bard. That's all that matters. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it right here. Why make it any longer? It's just me being completely awful. These guys are trying to get over the hurdle. This cannot be. Ah. Oh man, I was hoping for that to land. I have 2 health left. It's not going to be great. This is not going to be a successful interaction. Hey! Oh, that worked out. Oh yeah! Somehow managed to get that kill. With such low health. Absolutely stupid. Of course you're going to have to contend with wonderful chat message. For now, it's been pretty good. I have not seen anything absolutely disgusting in the chat. Just people burning each other. Oh! Very satisfying. Oh, nice. Sir, you appear to be walking into my presence. Somehow he's blocking everything, though. He's a pro. He's a pro. I'm constantly swaying back and forth in my seat. That's how into it. How into these swings I get. I don't know if the jump does anything, but man, does it increase my morale. Oh, hello. Oh boy, you're probably waiting for a teammate to come rescue you. There's no rescue from Grumbles! Oops. I appear to have attacked one of my teammates. It's okay, they are very forgiving people. Why are we going into their spawn area? Probably a bad idea. Probably a terrible idea. But we did not do any damage at all. This guy is super stab spamming. There's not really something I can do to defend from that other than getting good. So, not much of an option. Let's just simply wait for an end of this this fight. It's not been a very good showcase of what MORDHAU can do for you. But it's not that different to what you're witnessing right now. The circumstances might be slightly different. Nobody coming behind me. See if we can maybe... Ow, man. He totally stabbed me. Like an asshole. Hey, burn. No? You don't want to burn? Want to clap at the incredible attack that I just did? Oh boy. I was hoping to go for an archer so I can destroy those pansies. Unfortunately, though, his teammate came around and showed me what for. 1v1s, though, are where it's at. And that is why I don't respect them. Because that's something that you require skill for. And no, I'm all about just sneaking up behind you, chopping off your legs, while you're trying to fight somebody honorably. That's the way the grumbles. No, this friend that is currently covered in blood. Let's see if we can do something here with our fire. Seems like it will do a little bit of good action. People are not enjoying it very much. Probably going to get some good assists. Actually got the kill there. Feeling pretty good about that one. Another thing that I love are the fire bombs. They require no sword fighting whatsoever. So you don't have to actually be good at the game. Here we can go behind this guy. Actually, that did not land. Oh. That's pretty good. Ah, this is good enough. 3 assists too on top of those 6 kills. Like I said, as long as I maintain a 1 ratio, I am good with it. All right, we got a victory here. This is MORDHAU. This is me being awful on MORDHAU. But hey, if you enjoy what you're seeing, you should maybe play it. Let me know if you want to see more of this game. I don't know if I'm going to play this game so much I can just feel it in my bones. And it's like, maybe I should just put it on YouTube, but maybe make it into a journey of improvement. Hopefully, maybe. See if we can just quit that game. The thing is, let's see if that was just a fluke, getting that matchmaking. Search. Because yesterday and the day before, I spent maybe 5 minutes and it would be searching for match, searching for match, searching for match. And nothing would ever happen. So it might have been a complete fluke that we got into a server right when I wanted to exemplify the fact that the matchmaking is completely broken because there's just nothing to join. It does seem, this seems much more closer to the usual experience, but don't let it detract from your desire to play the game though, because it is very close to launch. The developers have acknowledged this issue and they're working real hard on it. So if you don't play it right now, just keep it in mind for a month or so. Definitely not a game that feels like it's going to die, because the problem, the reason they're having the problems is because of the high influx of new players. People love this type of games, and myself included. Hey, joining server, that didn't take much long at all. This is another battle royale though, so it means that we're just going to be running around naked until enough players join. This seems like possibly the same server that we started in, so a beautiful bookend to our MORDHAU experience. Probably you just need to stay here long enough for the server to fill up. And Battle Royale, just simply go around collecting stuff, the usual typical Battle Royale way, but you can see the problem with the mode already, right? You have to wait so long to get a game going, and the strength or the appeal or the way that Battle Royale works best, sustains itself, is big if you have a way of joining another game as soon as you die. Just get out of the game that you lost and go to another game, start playing in a minute. If your servers cannot support that, if your servers don't do that, the Battle Royale mode, it becomes a horrible slog. Like you're seeing right now, we're waiting for quite some time to have enough players to fill it up. So this is a mode I have not been able to play because of the same reason. Like, this is better than everything else that I've seen so far. At least we are in a game waiting for more players instead of just trying to find a match. Does this kill me? Yeah, it sure does. Alright, so that's been MORDHAU. I hope that you enjoyed it. Enjoyed my horrible failures. I love swinging giant swords like they are my giant hawk and just slapping people in the face with it. When I get murdered, I don't even get salty because it's just hilarious to see people just destroy your limbs left and right. Especially when you know it, like you can totally tell. They didn't just spam the swing. They aimed that swing exactly where they wanted it to, and then they jumped over your own, and then, like, there's some people that have incredible skill out there. I'm always super impressed when they murder me. So, there you go, MORDHAU. Good times. Recommended. We'll be playing it again. I don't know if in the channel, but I will be playing it again for my own enjoyment. Yeah, see it's slowly going up, so I might stay here until I get a game going to check it out. Anyway, I'll see you whenever I play any other game that you might enjoy and then you click on. Incredible. Until then, slaughter all the opposition. Leave no one left standing. I will punch you. Oh, I will punch you. What's up? Let me just spam attacks. Fight! Fight! Uppercut! Uppercut! Straight in the face. I'll see you guys in the next one.